Alright, I want to invite you to drop into a comfortable place of your choice. Just notice what your body's needing, sensing, and feeling right now. Notice if you want to have your legs very wide and standing, chest open and chin lifted, or whether you want to be laying down and fully supported with a pillow under your head, or maybe the pillow under your knees. Or perhaps you feel like sitting nice and alert with your spine straight up, but in a gentle, comfortable way. Get to know your body and choose what feels right for you in this moment. Notice that you want to be alert enough to witness. You don't necessarily want to fall asleep just yet. And you definitely want to be able to feel safe and comfortable in your body so you can really access a deep sigh of relief. You want some body position that gives you access to alert concentration and that deep, comfortable sigh of relief. Now I want you to enter a different sort of body scan where we're consciously noticing emotions. When we're new to body scans in the beginning, it's very much about the skin, about touch, about clothing, and about furniture, which is important and grounding and an essential way to reconnect into our body. As your practice develops, and this is about going deeper and deeper and deeper into who you are, and where is that deep unchanging part of you that is totally healed and totally immune to all fear. This is the part of you that is not your skin and bones, that is not your thoughts, that is not your emotions. It's the unchanging part of you that's deep there somewhere inside of your consciousness, and it's watching it all. It's been seeing you as a 3-year-old in the mirror, and then it saw you as a 15-year-old in the mirror, and then it saw you grow up to be an adult. This is the part of you that watches you grow, and this is a part of you that deeply feels and connects and moves with life, feeling all the spectrum of human emotion, healthy amounts of guilt and shame, healthy amounts of anger and rage, healthy amounts of disappointment and rejection, inadequacy, sadness, tiredness, fatigue, healthy amounts of pride, importance, worthiness, value, exuberance, joy, delight, creativity. There's all of these incredible emotions moving through you. However, we often block them. We often don't allow ourselves to feel them. We stagnate them and we get stuck inside of the emotions because we over-identify with them. We lose our witness and we buy into this being, this broken feeling, these sensations, these emotions, and we become them, and we start to describe ourselves as that sad person, or that tired person, or that person with X, Y, and Z diagnosis. We start to become that lower kind of part of ourselves that hasn't really transcended into that deeper journey where we can really experience more of life without the words, without the stories, without the attachments. And we can really allow all of our emotions to move through us. We can feel them from a place of safety, and we can have enough healthy distance so that we stay grounded and connected to ourselves without over-identifying the things moving through us and changing in our life. So in this body scan, I want to invite you to connect to that part of you that is unchanging, completely immune to fear and pain, and totally connected to the 24/7 love that is everywhere. It's not like there's ever a moment on this planet when there is no love. There is always love and we can always access it. This deeper perspective, this deeper loving part of us that watches everything. I want you to get to know this part of you. This is the part of you that knows you are more than your skin and bones. You are more than your changing sensations and feelings. You are more than your changing emotions. Emotions pass through you like a little message, like a little text message. You are not your emotions. You are not your thoughts. Thoughts come and go. Some of them are super helpful, and some of them are super ridiculous. Practice witnessing them and seeing them. The only thing you're doing here is shifting the perspective, the place from which you watch. Notice how most of the time we're buying into the body, we're buying into the sensations, we're buying into the emotions. It's like we become the tornado when we get thrown around by it, and it's really hard to think clearly. We feel confused, we feel bruised, we feel battered because we're inside the tornado. Now I want you to liberate yourself by stepping out of the tornado. Step out of the feelings, step out of the thoughts, step back into your faith. Initially, when we learn to do the body scan, we're learning to lean in and feel. We have to feel something in order to know what's going on. Then there's also this little process of actually leaning back. Move away, let go, step back, rest upon your faith. Keep feeling and keep experiencing, but do it from this safe distance. See this incredible human before you going through something. You're feeling something, you may be experiencing something, there's thoughts, there's emotions. Give that self loving compassion. Look at them from the center of your heart, from your kindness, and give yourself that space. From this place, you're feeling, you're experiencing, you're relaxing and not doing anything. You're allowing the thoughts, allowing the emotions, allowing the sensations to be the tornado that does their thing. And you are sitting back like you're in a cinema, watching a movie, not doing anything. Just allow yourself that space. Notice what you feel when you view yourself from this deeper, loving perspective, from this all love and faith perspective, from this unchanging part of you that is pure consciousness connected to oneness, that doesn't have to buy into the stories, to the separate self that's separate from everything else, that gets scared and afraid and is running and trying to prove things, trying to be right, trying to do the right thing and say the right thing, and living in a world of obligations and shoulds. Step out of all of that and come back to your truth. Come back to this love within and this inner witness. Witness this incredible human and notice that by stepping back and witnessing, we're actually allowing new neural pathways to build and old neural pathways in the brain and old stories to weaken. We loosen our grip. You don't need to therapize it. You don't need to talk about it. You don't even need to understand it. Just feel it. You could be noticing anything right now. Anything from guilt, shame, and anger, all the way through to joy, relief, and compassion. No matter what you're noticing, feel it, experience it. You don't have to express anything and you don't have to suppress anything. The third option is to experience and feel. Just because we're noticing anger doesn't mean we have to yell, kick, and scream. We can simply notice the anger, feel it, experience it, and let that energy transform itself. Your nervous system will do that for you if you just sit back and breathe. So really allow the intelligence and potency of your body to sort this stuff out for you. Sit back and watch. Sit back and receive the healing. Take this deeper love perspective. Connect into your faith. From that love perspective that rises above it all, goes beyond the sensations, labels, diagnosis, and words, goes beyond all of that. If it helps you to gain that safety and that space, give it color, give it shape, give it form. Use descriptors that allow you to feel it without buying into some old story. The more you practice connecting to this deeper part of you, the more immune you become to whatever life throws at you and whatever you feel. Suddenly you're not living from the tornado and you're no longer bruised, battered, exhausted, and tired. You're sitting back and watching the tornado from a safe distance, and it's utterly awe-inspiring. It's beautiful, it's calming, it's healing. By taking a different perspective, you enable your nervous system to enter a place of deep rest and relaxation, a place of clarity, a place of safety. So as you go about your evening, as you complete this exercise, remind yourself to connect to the deeper part of you. Come home to this love and the faith within, to that unchanging part of you that is always witnessing feelings, sensations, thoughts, skin and bones, just from a very safe distance. That part of you that doesn't change from birth to death, that part of you that is hard to describe in words, that part of you that is beyond words. Come home to that and allow yourself to feel the safety, spaciousness, relief that it may bring to you.